Hi guys. Nice to talk to both of you at the same time. I mean, I'm pretty new to the YouTube community here. I'd like to voice my opinions as well. Okay, Prince Lord Chris and Blue Fire Witch, or Chris and Anastasia. Um, I find you guys very relieving to know that you like to defend your point, and also you like to bring a part of you into what the community is out there. That's great. All right. Um, yes, you're going to find rotten apples out there, Christianity, and also in the pagan community as well. I mean, there's just no going out there and finding someone that is really true. There's very few people out there like that. Let's see. We have Oberon Zell. He's very true to what he believes in, and he lives by it. And that is a very admirable aspect. I have several people that are very righteous people in Christ, in the teachings of Christ. And, that's very refreshing to see that as well. But there are a lot of ideas, there are a lot of spin offs on both paganism and Christianity that are pretty recycled. I mean, books that are just subcategorizing, or I'm sorry, I'm probably saying the wrong words here, that are just kind of copying what other people are saying, recycling them, putting them in a book, and trying to sell them off. There's a lot of books on Christianity like that as well, that lacks substance and lacks wisdom and stuff like that. Um, the best book I've ever picked up so far was The Grimoire for the Prince Wizard by Oberon Zell and many other people. Several other people that have wrote stuff in their expertise and actually put it in that book. I mean, that's a pretty neat book. If you don't have it already, pick up a copy. It's only 20 bucks. It's not that bad. Um, I have a lot of his stuff. Another good author is Scott Cunningham. He lived as he believed, and he wrote a lot of books about a lot of many different things. But then you got a lot of other people on the other side. You have Dr. Dobson in the Christianity. The guy's a psychologist, and he's also a Christian leader. And that guy has a really good perspective on what Christianity is supposed to be about. Not that everyone lives what Christianity is supposed to be about. I'm not saying that Shazalud doesn't. However, a lot of stuff that he talks about, is stemmed from his belief. And he can sit there and spout off anything he wants because it's a free internet world. But remember, guys, that phonies will be exposed for who they are. When a religion stops being convenient, they stop practicing it. And personally, for me, any kind of religious experience should be about growth. How is this going to cultivate me into being a better person? So, right now I'm exploring Oberon Zell's school. I'll be joining that pretty soon. And you know what? I always finish something I start. So that's something that's going to be really neat for me to go through. I'll be posting about my experience and also what I am into at that moment in time in that school. It's going to be pretty neat. I mean, I'm at the part where I'm going to construct my wizard staff. And I believe that something like a wizard staff should project on who you are and who you've been and who you want to be. I mean, that it's basically how I see it. A wizard staff should be a goalpost, what your goals should be and where you should how you're going to attain them and all that into symbolism. I mean, you carve into it. You make a story out of it. It should be about your life experience. And I think it will be a very interesting staff on my part because there's a lot of stuff that I have, but I need to really look into my life and look into myself and see what kind of things would go with that. I mean, with my Cub Scouts, we have something called the Cub Master staff, which is pretty similar. Cub Master every year brings a brand new staff, and we draw a name out of a jar, and we have that person, that child, take the staff with them, do something with it, and add something to it. Now that's pretty cool. And at the very end of the year, the Cub Master gets to retain the staff and what all the Cub Scouts have done who had that staff in their possession for that year. So, I mean, let's just sit here and think about ourselves, what we actually believe, and don't worry about what other people has to say about it, because it's just petty and wrong for them to do that in the first place. And I would like to see people grow more than have to worry about negative aspects of what other people happen to be spouting off. Yeah, Christianity is very vocal about what they believe in and what people are doing wrong, and we need to really get away from that. Let's just do what we do, improve ourselves, right? Anyway, y'all have a good day. God bless, blessed be.